After same-sex marriage was enacted by Parliament a few weeks ago, 7.30 host Lee Sales interviewed Malcolm Turnbull and asked him what runs through his mind when he wakes in the middle of the night and can't sleep. "You know what? I sleep right through the night," the Prime Minister said. But if Turnbull were to suffer a dark night of the soul, a 3 a.m. anxiety attack, F. Scott Fitzgerald said in A Real Dark Night of the Soul it was always 3 a.m., it might well be over his government's performance in Newspoll, and the albatross he placed around his own neck when he deposed Tony Abbott with the reasoning that Abbott's government had lost 30 Newspolls in a row. Turnbull has since admitted he regrets setting the benchmark. Monday marked the 25th consecutive Newspoll Turnbull's government has lost. The two-party preferred vote was static at 47 to 53 Labour's way, meaning Turnbull received little credit from voters for the same-sex marriage result, or from the re-election of Nationals leader Barnaby Joyce in the New England by-election. The resignation of Labour Senator Sam Dastyari, and the negative publicity around it, has not driven voters back into the arms of the coalition. The poll was taken over the weekend, during which the Liberals won the Bullock by-election with a better-than-expected result. But any credit for that has not trickled through to the poll. Turnbull can, however, sleep well in the knowledge that the majority of voters still consider him a better Prime Minister than Bill Shorten would be. There is no doubt the Prime Minister is pleased. Labour has worked very hard at turning the citizenship fiasco a crisis for the government, and a few weeks ago it seemed the whole show might fall apart as MP after MP was declared ineligible for Parliament. But any Labour strategy to create a perception of chaos has backfired. The Prime Minister has received a big lift from the two citizenship-forced by-elections. He has resolved the same-sex marriage issue. Jobs figures out last week were positive, and the mid-year budget update, released Monday, showed improved gross debt forecasts. The sense that the government could lose its majority in the House of Representatives has faded, and if the citizenship psychodrama claims any by-election victims in the new year, they are more likely to be on the Labour side than the coalition's. At various points in 2017 there has been speculation that Turnbull's leadership cannot last. Just a few weeks ago New South Wales Deputy Premier John Barilaro called on Turnbull to quit because the Prime Minister could win the next election. It was a hostile act, but it flushed out a lot of support for Turnbull, and he goes into 2018 with a reshuffle and a shored-up leadership. Media commentators and other political nerds may be keeping track of Turnbull's negative Newspoll count, but it's much less certain the average voter knows or cares. More importantly for Turnbull's immediate survival, his most vocal detractor within the coalition, Tony Abbott, has thoroughly maimed his own reputation this year, and lost a great deal of credibility with colleagues. There is zero appetite for further instability.